many genders are there? Man, what a great lead in. So we're going to talk about standing firm on your faith and not crumbling when the world comes attacking and just attacking. So parents, this one's for you. I'd like you to picture your student as your kid, right? But it's a student because they're on the school bus. And there's a conversation going on a couple seats down about you can't be just a boy or just a girl. My friend shared this interaction with me. You can't be just a boy or just a girl. You have to be both. Or what? You have to pick like at least two of these things, or you're none of them. Well, we know how we feel, but are our kids ready to take a stance? So I want to rewind about 2 months ago. My family, we were sitting in the living room and we were watching something on Disney Plus, and you go find the link. So it had to do with Baymax, and Baymax was helping an 8th grade girl find either a tampon or a maxi pad because she had her period. That's the story. And the first couple episodes seemed okay. So the family, we're just watching it, laying on the ground, just reading the news. But my wife tells me to look up. So there's Baymax in an all-gender bathroom. Tons of stalls, and he's crammed in there with his girl, and he's trying to help her get a tampon or a maxi pad. So he goes to the supermarket or grocery store of some kind. He's looking left and he's looking right. Feminine products everywhere. I'm thinking, this is what Disney has? Okay. So he ends up asking the little old lady, hey, what do you use? She was kind of taken back. She goes, well, I think I kind of like these. And over Baymax's shoulder, another lady comes in, well, I like these kind. And the third person that chimed in was a man. A man. And the man says, I like these ones with wings. And his shirt was the light blue, pink, and white transgender flag. That was his shirt. And over the course of a 1.5 to 2.5 seconds, it's gone. And we paused it, and I said, stop. I had to pull up my phone, and next to the guy in the shirt, and I had to show the family, this is the transgender flag. This was a very intentionally animated transgender flag for our kids to watch. We had to have a conversation. They had to know what to stand on, what to stand for. The Bible clearly states male and female, time and time and time again. The Bible states sexual confusion, sexual immorality, and we need to be able to call a spade a spade. This stuff is wrong. Here's the problem. By me even putting this on camera forever, it is now digital, it's out there. Oh, Luke, he's hateful, he's full of hate. It's not even true. But Jesus called right, right, and he called wrong, wrong, again and again and again. Jesus would not tell your kids, whatever the culture says, just go with that. Absolutely not. People hated him for standing against the stuff that they wanted. But he called this stuff right and he called this stuff wrong. One of the most direct masculine figures. He is the most direct masculine figure you're going to find. So our kids are confused. We send them to school and they're confused. Even at church, you send them to a youth group. Well, those kids go to public school. They can be confused. We can't assume anything is off limits. So how do we teach our kids to know how to stand for something? Because when we're gone, they're going to put their opinion out there, but most of the time, because they're young and impressionable, peer pressure gets them. They go with the flow. Oh, yeah, I know my name is Luke, but I kind of want to go by Tiffany. Why? Because that's what a whole busload of kids are telling them to do. This cultural fad that's happening, it's going to creep into the hearts of teenagers if we don't take a stance. And our kids need to be able to go into a classroom. They have to. They have to be able to go in a classroom and say, I don't believe in this and here's why. They have to be willing to be ridiculed. They have to be willing to get persecuted for this. And they're not doing it because they enjoy the pain of that, but because Christ told us, in this world, you will have trouble. So if we really wanted to wrap this up, we're called to live in this world, but not of the world. Culture changes. Remember the culture down south, 1840s, 1850s? We like to look back and say that culture was wrong. Think about civil rights era. Right? People out there with hoses on black people. Think about the culture then, and we can say that this was wrong. So we are foolish to think that we finally got it right. It is foolish to think that our culture is finally good to go, because it is not. We have to stand against what we see.